It was October. The weather was sultry, but warm. Cascaise was quiet, but you could sense that during the summer it'd be pretty hectic because of all the buildings and all the hotels and all the holiday accommodation around the area. A well-maintained, almost manicured village. A mixture of old and new, with the arts. I must admit, I've fallen in love with the ice cream over here. It has a slightly sherbety flavour to it, like the cakes as well. They've really got the sweet tooth syndrome over here. This cost me €2. Gargoyles and ugly cherubs seem to be in down here. All the fishing baskets and everything is so structured and organised. I suppose it has to be, because it'd be absolutely a mess otherwise. A Banksy but not Banksy. What I like about Portugal is the sense of design and style and the thought that seems to go into everything. Bikes, quads and family cycle hire. It's a great place to be. So what we've just been looking at is a pedal go-kart. Sounds great fun for the summer and for the family.
Yes.
Well, people keep telling me how cold the Atlantic is, so I'm just going to go and find out. This one is quite warm. As soon as that, I'll probably go for a swim. I think Portugal is a beautiful place to be, and I love the culture and the arts, and the way there's a lot of planning going into everything. I'm really enjoying my stay here. So I've just literally dipped my feet in the warm waters of this. So I've just dipped my feet in the water of the Atlantic by the side of this chateau in Cascaise, and it was heaven. Love this town. The water's crystal clear, and I'm in Paris. Casa de Santa Maria. I'm not sure if, I presume this is a public right of way, but it's got two gates on either side. So I'll go for a walk through anyway. Hopefully it's okay.
Precision of lenses and watch components that equipped the new lighthouses. It was also step by step that the use of fuels and energy was updated, from the traditional use of olive oil to petroleum, from petroleum gas to electricity, although many Portuguese lighthouses preserve the memory of older equipment, ranging from ancient storage tanks for oil and other fuels to oil-fueled lamps and petroleum vapor burners. It was in the midst of a constantly delayed modernization that the Portuguese coast, little by little, welcomed new lights. The Berlin's lighthouse in 1840, nearly 100 years after it became clear that it was necessary to beacon that island. The Cape São Vicente lighthouse in 1841, which was rebuilt decades later, making way for the lengthy process of lighting the coast of the Algarve.
This is the Lighthouse Museum at Cascadia. It normally costs about €3 to come in, but because there's an exhibition, or they're preparing for an exhibition tomorrow, I managed to get in for €1.50. This, I believe, is the remainder of a cannonball. The local wildlife in Cascadia. Fishing and beautiful views of the Atlantic Ocean and the eroding cliffs that fall into it.
I don't know how to explain this.
So this is a famous or a well-known suicide area.
Yes.
And the sign is about a magician.
Yes.
And he jumped off here, did he?
It's in the bottom. It is a little poem about this place. That says, "I cannot live without you." And the other.
It's about a relationship that, or a girl who's friendly with, is it?
Probably.
So as much as this little gorge is beautiful, it's famous for the lover's leap syndrome. The guy I was just talking to also told me that drugs isn't legalised in Portugal, and so you better not talking to drug pushers in the streets in Lisbon and places like that. When I asked him about the safety of interesting rock formations down in this cliff face, which I think it's really cool in the summer. Contradictory, I should think it's a really great place to be in the summer as well. Gotta watch your footing. So I found this little stepway leading down to the bottom of the rock face, but it's still quite precarious. And look at these chunks of the way they've just fallen away from the cliff face. And the detail on them almost looks like cement. Boulders strewn up all over the place. It's probably not too safe to get too much closer to the cliff face from here. A minute ago I saw a guy on the little overhang standing at the top there. You can almost see a face in that now. That looks like quite a recent rockfall. It's interesting to see how there's another line cut in the rock face, almost as if the tide comes in as high as this, which is a heck of a long way. So these are the steps I've just come down to get to the cliff face. To be honest, they're quite hairy. But I must say that little trek down the cliff face was quite exhilarating, and I'm a bit nervous with heights at the moment. And this is Sally, a solar powered hot dog stall. It's a weekend in Cascaise, but there's some seriously major building projects on the go to turn the area into a major tourist attraction, a holiday centre. Yeah, the land ended up with Kate Moss being very girly for Burberry. So you can hire a bike in Cascaise 2 hours for €5, which is this mountain bike, or a scooter for €20 for 2 hours. These fishermen must have the longest lines in the world. They're fishing from the top of very high cliffs. Sunlook has some very interesting skateboards. Can you imagine Plymouth chappies having boards like that? It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Cascaise, and there's a slight drizzle, but it's still warm and humid. It's like almost being in a sauna. And I love these little back alleys. And I like the way they make use of ceramics.
Tá bom. Parece cantor, o Carlos.
Portugal is great on recycling. They have these special bins for electronic goods. Just over a month ago, Britain has started charging for the use of bags in stores, whereas in Portugal they started it about 3 years ago. So it seems to be ahead of the UK on the recycling issue. I'm impressed. Even though it's a slight drizzle in Cascaise, this fantastic piece of work's been made. It must have been during the last few hours on one of the beaches. Thanks to the people of Portugal for my great stay there. This has been a Chris Summerfield Media Production 2015. You can contact me, sponsor me and support me through PayPal at christopher.summerfield@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video and thanks for a great time.